Good morning, or almost afternoon for some of you. So today you've got a couple things that you need to do. And first of all, I want to talk to you about number 22 in your book, The Little Robin. We've been playing that in class, and I've noticed that it's been going so well that I'm actually not going to test it individually. I think that everybody's playing it quite well, and I think rather than taking the time to test that one individually, I'm going to actually do something a little different. Now, I did actually forget another test. We've been trying to cram everything in as much as possible so we can get to our holiday music. So we actually need to go backwards a little bit. Take a look at number 17 in your book. Number 17, that's on page 8. And you'll notice this is when we just had 3 notes. So for most of you, actually probably for all of you, it won't be too tricky. I'm looking at a flute book right now. You're going to play all of 17. Now, the trick on this one is to make sure that you're holding the half notes long enough. 1-2, 3-4, 1, 2, 3-4. Okay? When you get to here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3-4. So it's that rest there at the end that you need to be very, very careful of. So today, you're going to find a partner for about the first, I'm going to say first 10 minutes or so, and you and your partner should work on the song number 17. You can do that a couple of different ways. You could play the music together. You could do every other measure. So your friend plays measure 1, and then you play measure 2. Then your friend plays measure 3, and then you play measure 4. So think of a couple of different ways that you can play the song, and you want it to be to the point where you feel comfortable testing it. We won't do the test today. We're going to wait to do that. I think that probably Wednesday or Thursday I can probably test you on it. So take a look. It is the whole thing, though, and practice that for those 10 minutes. Now, if you remember from yesterday, which to me is still today, if you have trouble with anything like measure 3, practice just measure 3. Maybe practice the first 3 notes. Bum, bum, bum. Then add the 4th note. Bum, 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 bum. Then keep going, add another note. So take those little things and take them apart and make sure that they are really, really easy. I want you to say to me, this was so easy. That's actually my goal every single day, is for you to say, that was really easy today. Excellent, that's what we want. So 17, all of it for the test. Do not take the test yet because I don't have it in Google Classroom. But also take the time for you and your partner to listen to each other and maybe make some suggestions. Maybe your partner has something to say about, well, you didn't really do that rest really clearly, or I don't see that you're keeping the time, or your posture was maybe not a 4. So make sure that you and your partner are talking back and forth, and one person shouldn't just play. It shouldn't just be like, Joe Schmo plays the whole time while, the other person just sits there and goes, So divide the time. If one person's going to play at a time, then do it for like a minute or 2 and then switch. Okay, don't just sit there and do nothing. So practice 17. If 17 is perfect and you both agree that you both could get a perfect score on it, like 4s on everything, like above grade level on everything, then you can start looking at some other songs. Maybe the duets, like on 26. Maybe you could do the round on 24. That one would be really awesome. If you can play a round, just you and another person, that's pretty impressive that you could hold your own and still play your part while they play their part. So that's kind of an indicator of how you're doing. And then we are later this week going to be moving on to page 10. So if you want to already start taking a look at that, that's fine. But please be busy doing something. Probably, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes, I'll let the sub know. Probably by 10:25 for the first group, and by 11:35 for the second group-ish. Just kind of depends how things get started. And then, finally, Oh, except you have to listen to this too. So let's add another 5 minutes onto that. Probably till about 10:30 for the first group until 11:40 with the second group. Then you're going to take your iPad after that, because you're going to listen, obviously listening to this on your iPad. Then you're going to go into Rhythm Cat. If you have not done Rhythm Cat before, I would like you to start doing it. So Rhythm Cat, I don't know how, let's see, reset, restart. Yeah, anyway, you can probably figure this out faster than I can on my, there we go. So even if you have some of the ones open because other people have done them, start on number 1, get it figured out, and then start practicing on these and see how far you can go. You know, I don't care how far you go, but do try to be accurate. And Rhythm Cat is awesome. Staff Wars is always awesome. And then there's one other one called Music Theory that looks like an owl. There's a bunch of stuff in there as well that you can kind of play around with. So any of those would be fine for the last little part of class. Okay? Please do not have the sub leave any names for me because that is an indicator that you would like to spend detention time with me after school. I have gum that probably needs to be picked off the chairs or the stands. You know, people leave gum under them. So, you know, if you want to stay after a few days a week and take care of that. So in other words, please don't have the sub write your name down for any reason, and things will go well. I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday, and I will see you back tomorrow. And please be prepared to play number 17 tomorrow so that if I say, hey, let's do the test, then you are ready to go. Okay, so take that much time to make sure that that is really, really awesome, you and your partner on that song. And by the way, if you don't have a partner to work with, get with a group of 3. You know, if you want to do a group of 3, that's fine. If you want to work by yourself, I guess you can, but the same rules apply. You would still need to do that work and not just sit there, you know, picking your nose. Okay, all right, have a great day. See ya.